And welcome back. Hope everyone's had a good weekend and a good day so far. Alright, sorry, I've got both cats on my lap again, so there's a mild distraction. Hey, Roger. Oh. Oy. Yes, no. But yes, I hope everyone's had a good day so far. So where we left off, adding VMR support and more utilities. Goddamn, that does sound nice. I mightily regret your choices. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. So, I have done some cleanup and tweaking and such since I last streamed. I'm trying to think what the most obvious stuff is. One that I do want to talk to. Bright side is your code looks amazing. Noise. So this function I wrote over the weekend. It's very, very simple. It should be somewhere in this list of stuff I'm working on. Oh, that's another thing we'll get to in a moment. It should just be in here, right? Yeah. So we used to run this all through before. I've just changed it, so now this is done by this function, so I don't forget it as easily, and it's much easier to like maintain this. There's a few other functions I'm going to set up like this. I finished this. You're gonna Chalith? Okay, sure. But yes, we have cleaned this up quite a lot by adding that sort of stuff. Now this is something that I've added, and I've yet to add it to the weapons, but this is going to be something we're going to be adding. Cooldown. So how cooldown currently works is there's potentially a long-term issue with it. If anyone understands some, this is where we start getting math orientated, so I do apologize. Let's move to a weapon that we can clearly see it with here. So how the cooldown is done is we have the base cooldown, and then we just divide it by this to get a cooldown reduction. Thing is, the moment this hits a specific value, this is just going to be shit. This is going to break this very, very much, very poorly. So then comes this issue, how do we want to handle cooldown? So I have yoinked from a few sources some information, and I've come up with this for now. Yeah, I think that's basically the shorthand of it. Is what this will do is instead it'll take our cooldown and it'll put it through this calculation here, which should make it so it's a diminishing returns system, but it should do it in a clean enough way that we don't have any issues. Obviously this is untested, but it should mean that, yeah, cooldown, I believe, should come in diminishingly and mean that we don't have that same issue before, where it's like once you get to a specific value, it's basically just empty, right? Like there was just so many possible issues with the previous system. This should safety net us. And it means I can possibly be a little bit more aggressive with giving players stats like cooldown reduction, which is another thing that I kind of want to talk to. So if I go to my design list, I'm just going to close these tabs so I can show this without worrying. Yeah. Okay, so if we come into here, so this is our current existing design list stuff that I have in the bag for myself, mainly. So this is where I have like characters that aren't in the game, where I'm kind of designing them, figuring out some stuff. I get to play around with numbers and work them out in my head, and then also figure out what I might need in terms of assets. So Monarch, I came up with the idea that her assist was pretty boring. Originally it was just going to give you like a big slap of cooldown rate, and that was it. And the more I thought on it, the more like, at the moment, assists are probably one of the worst mechanics in the game, because while I don't even think they're fully implemented, a lot of them kind of overlap. And that's something I think is a bit of an issue, because like, I mean, Iron Mouse's is probably one of the more unique ones, but the problem is with her assist is it's literally her EX, just worse, because it's got a longer cooldown. I know I do want to do something about that. So I thought with some of these, I've played around with them. I think these are way more interesting. I mean, this one makes it uniquely assisting thing. We've already talked about this one in the past, though. I don't think that's changed since I've talked about it. Rins, I think, is interesting because it will potentially be like people that really are greedy or early on will want to run this. This, I don't know if this is going to be that good. I feel like there's some others that are just slightly better than this. And that's an issue. And then Monarchs, though, so like I said, it's got changed to now it's a stacking permanent gain of cooldown rate, with the rationale that's like, well, this gives you a reason to want to run it. It's not great, and the cooldown of this is going to basically determine how good this is. But I thought it would be an interesting way of approaching things. Also, yes, you can see some of my notes of the future characters. Woohoo. It's not like I've ever been really secretive, well, too secretive about some of that stuff. I have other characters I'd like to do, but those were the ones that I was just thinking of the other night when I wanted to actually write them down again, because I don't think I've got a list anymore of up-and-coming characters. So yeah, we'll start putting in this cooldown reduction system. It should be easy, because technically all I would need to do is where I would have the value for this, I would just need to put it in. So it wouldn't be too bad. Now, one of the things that we have is there's a lot of stats that weapons kind of have. So you've got area, you've got all that sort of stuff. That's the stuff that I do kind of also want to automate. But that's a bit more a complex issue, because if we want to automate that, we have to make ways of also, like, within the automation, not automating it. It's a very weird concept, I know, but it makes kind of sense when you think about it, right? Like, some weapons aren't going to be wanting to be modified by some of these values. So I need to figure out a good answer for that, and I'm still playing around with the idea, so we're not going to work on that right now. I have implemented more of these weapons in the more modern fashion. Just a few more. Just trying to play around with them and getting them a little bit more along the direction I think they should be. And there's a lot of weapons that I've realized I too probably would need to rework them. Now, I don't... Was this showing? When did this come through? Three days ago, so I think it was on Friday. It was a Friday on the week. It was on Friday. Yeah. I don't know if we had that for stream though. Alright, there we go. Also, hello, Prezzo. How's it going? There was the cube. But yeah, so the game is looking a lot nicer. God damn it. And it's also a lot more playable. So we've fixed a lot of lag issues. I've played this a lot now for long periods of time. And I've found little in the way of lag issues ever since I changed the EXP. Which I'm pretty sure we showed the EXP stuff on stream, right? I think that was what we did on Friday. Okay. So yeah, that's the crate stuff, by the way. It's still in the development stages, but it's on its way and it's looking pretty good for what it is. Yeah, no, I need to raise the damage of this. The base damage anyway. Okay, but yeah, so a lot has changed. There's a few things I still need to tweak about with the experience stuff, but it has really, really improved. I'm super, super happy with the changes to it, because it's just, the game feels way smoother and way more efficient. Which is just immediately a good sign, right? Like, being able to play it without as many lag potential issues is awesome. So, yay. So at the moment I believe it's Truckun I was working on, yeah. Truckun has been more or less transferred through, I think. Yeah, it's just the level up. Okay. Get the level up done now, right? Yeah. Okay, so value 2 is about... Oh. So that's now value 3. And value 3 was flight speed, so that's now value 2. one is area. So gave damage as well. Okay. Did manage to watch a good bit of anime. By the way, over the weekend while doing work, which was quite nice because the current season of anime has started. Well, the last season of anime is wrapped up, so I can actually finally fucking watching stuff because I like binging. It's been good. It's been real good. What did I watch? Let's see. At the moment, I'm watching God's Games We Play, which is fun. Interesting so far. I'm like 6 episodes in. I was reincarnated as the 7th Prince. That one, I think overall it's an average thing, but the animation and like movement of the scenes really caught me, and I really hope that that's some stuff that becomes more standard, because that was really, really nice. Like that was the thing that caught me off guard the most with it. It was just like how fluid the scenes actually worked. And how, because one of the biggest issues with anime typically is that you're basically watching a slideshow if it's a manga. And the difference between the anime and the manga is typically just it's bad pacing because it's anime. That's genuinely one of the biggest issues. This really nailed transferring a lot of that sort of stuff to anime and making it actually quite interesting and compelling. Again, that mobility in the scenes, the background movement, everything like that, just gorgeous. They did a really great job with that. And that's why I say, like, I hope that becomes a bit more standard moving forward. That was really cool. I also watched, what was it? An Archdemon's Dilemma, How to Love Your Elf Bride, because I always fall in love with those sorts of series. That was just funny to me. That was enjoyable. Very, very cliche and very, very bad in a lot of ways, but it was enjoyable. I think those were all that I watched over the weekend. I did watch the 3rd season of Konosuba, and I think I talked about that. It's like I did a big watch along of all of the Konosuba stuff, and that was really fun. I really missed Konosuba. So that was a fun time. So yeah, if anyone's got recommendations from the previous season of anime of stuff to watch, then flick it my way, because this is the time. I'm gonna be probably finishing a series every day at this point. It's typically what I do at this juncture. Value 2, so amount goes up and area goes up, okay. And then finally, damage, amount, and speed. 2, 2, and 2. Okay. Damage, speed. And then amount, yeah. Just realized that this one, which is the one I copied off, is going to have the wrong cooldown stuff. Oh, there was also something I noticed when I was cleaning up some stuff, is that, so as a reminder, I believe damage is now applied, enemy script, I think it's going to be here, right? The damage multiplier here for global is applied here. There was a few weapons I noticed when I was doing their crit calculation was calculating with this in addition to the base damage. And most of those are the weapons that we saw really performing super well in a lot of those longer test runs that we did. So there may be a chance that they were double dipping damage, like modifying, which led to them looking way better than they're supposed to. So that's something to keep in mind. Potentially a lot of weapons just got nerfed heavily when I fixed that. So we gotta kind of potentially accommodate for that and bring some weapon power up to fix that. Okay, so that should be all of Truck-kun done. There we go. Yeah, what else should I watch? Let's look at the list. I know I'm gonna watch Mushoku Tensei, but leaving that for a little bit because I need to watch all of season 2, not just part 2 because I didn't watch part 1. Though I've been heavily spoiled for a lot of the events. I mean, the fact that I've been heavily spoiled for events that happen in like the novels and stuff. So there's a series I have kind of mild regrets with. But yeah, I also, what was it, Remonster? Yeah, that was one of the ones that looked interesting, admittedly. But yeah, no, at the moment it's God's games we play, and I've just, it's not great, it's not bad. Probably gonna irritate a few people with that kind of statement, but I hope people understand what I mean when I say like it's not good or bad. It's enjoyable enough, but it's not a series I would often recommend. Like if someone asked me for a recommendation of anime this season, it is definitely not high on the list of recommendations. And that's something that I'm just a little sad that happens so often with anime. It's like I'll watch like half of the season of anime that aired, and like maybe one or two of them I'm like, yeah, it was pretty good. I'd recommend that. What was like, I mean, to be fair, this current season of anime that's about to air, gonna be fucking wild because we've got Oshinoko second season, we've got the Isekai Suicide Squad series, which that's had its first episode already out, I believe, or something, which I'm gonna watch that. I don't expect it to be good, I just expect it to be funny. So I gotta watch that. I have yet to watch it yet though. I've pirated the first, is it already the first 3 are available? Okay. I'll probably watch those at some point, because that's one of the ones I might watch as it comes out. It's unironically actually good. See, that's the thing, right? Is it's had such a mixed response online that I'm gonna just watch it. Right? So I'm interested to see what happens with it. But I will admit, at this point in time, I haven't looked at any of the series for the season outside of the ones that I've been like excited to watch for other reasons. I mean, there's the VTuber one. We gotta watch the VTuber one, right? Let's see. 20-year-old former wage slave Yuki Tanaka now works among her idols, the streamers of Live On, one of Japan's top VTubing companies. as the gorgeous, polite Awayuki Kokorone. She delivers only the most ladylike content. Unfortunately, her subscriber count and savings are at rock bottom. Oh god. I gotta watch that. That's gonna be so bad. I'm gonna be interested purely because you know that like VTubers are gonna comment on it as it comes out, right? And they're gonna say this is true, this is not true, and I want to see how accurate it is from my own understanding. Oh, that's right. There's Dungeon Meshi that I need to watch as well, right? Because I'm gonna get fucking put on a pike if I don't end up watching that and talking about it. Because I'm pretty sure that's finished now, right? Where is it in the list? Dungeon Meshi. Where the fucking, it's so hard to find because it's not got like a very clear thing to me. Oh yeah, Blue Archive. You gotta watch that. I've been on Twitter, I know about the scene. Where the fuck is Dungeon Meshi in this list? It's just not here. What? Okay, I just guess it's not on this list that I'm looking at. Or I am absolutely blind. Am I potentially really blind? Is it under continuing? Ah, it's under continuing, that's why. Oh yeah, it's because it was 24 episodes. I forgot about that. Was there any other continuings that I was waiting for? Do I watch Tsukimichi? I might as well. I watched the first season and part of the second season before I realized it was a two-parter or a two season one. But yeah, no, this next season of anime is going to be interesting. I mean, there's also another Tower of God season. I'm going to wait to hear from the communities around there before I watch that, I'm going to be honest, because the first season wasn't that interesting to me. Like, it was okay, but like, it definitely felt like, from what I heard as well, it missed out a lot of good things. And there's always that rough part, eh? Right? Let's see. What the fuck is this? Alaya sometimes hides her feelings in Russia. Oh, Russian. Good lord, that was hard to read. Sorry. Russia go. Yeah. Slice of life. I might give it a watch then. I'm always down for a good bit of fun like that. Oh god, I scroll down a little bit and I see get my Sekatsu and just see the tag romance. To Englishify that one, it's something about like Days with My Stepsisters. There we go. Or Days with My Stepsister. Yeah. Let's see. Yuta Asamura gets a new stepsister after his father remarries. Saiki Ayase who happens to be the #1 beauty of the school year. They promise each other not to be too close, not to be too opposing, to simply keep a vague and comfortable distance, having learned important values. Oh god, come on. About men and women relationships from their parents' previous ones. Saki, who has worked alone for the sake of her family, doesn't know how to properly rely on others, whereas Yuta is unsure of how to truly treat her. Standing on fairly equal ground, these two gradually learn the comfort of living together. Their relationship progresses from strangers to friends as the days pass. This is a story that may one day lead to love. Okay. Why not? Why not? But as I say, I tend to not watch as things are coming out. Oshinoko is probably going to be the biggest exception to that. Maybe I'll watch probably a bit of the early isekai, the Suicide Squad isekai. Watch a little bit of that, see how that goes. I don't know if I'll watch all of it as it's coming out though. We'll see. But Oshinoko I am watching as it comes out because I've been so excited for it. First season was just tickled a fucking itch that I've been having for stories for a very long time. And did it in a really enjoyable way. I'm not gonna say it's the best series out there ever. Like, I'm not so naive to think that it's the best thing ever. However, definitely was one that I would recommend to many people because of just how fun and enjoyable it was. But I think one of the things I said at the time was I acknowledged it was very, very hard to watch if you weren't prepared. It was a very, very harsh series for a lot of people. Dealt with some pretty intense and complex issues, you could say. Right, so I just need to shift by 1 for these. Because there's no speed, yeah. All right, do we make these a per tick? I don't know if I actually like the idea of these being per tick. I think it's per once. And on trigger. These are stagnant. So true. Okay, straight away, damage goes up, that's pretty normal. Then it's value 3, which is actually value 4 of, wow, it's immediate minus cooldown. Okay, that's an interesting decision there in the past, Malith. To value 1 is 0.5. Then next is value 4, which is now value 5. And then damage. That's 250. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yep. 6 is 2 damage, 1 area. Gonna just keep that at 0.5. It's because I think I overdid some of the level area stuff. We'll see how it goes. Damage up by 2. Value 2 is the amount. Which means that it's just this now, right? Nice. Easy. And then we just had to go get the function. Did I not transfer through the correct function for this? Yeah, it's still the old function. Okay, so I never actually finish the truckun. So gotta yoink that first and fix that. Okay, and then I'm just gonna yoink you, my setup. Speed is value 2. Speed hold is same as that. Amount is value 3. Cooldown is value 4. Areas, yeah, there we go. Okay, that was easy enough to fix. But yeah, is this sort of stuff here that I'm probably going to just change to being a function. I just need a better way of passing the information through. And being able to utilize it afterwards. We'll see how it goes later though. Alright, back to this one. Some might ask, why am I not doing this more often then? Because of how fast this is? That's because I have added so many things at this point to make this faster. But it's still just very tedious and boring. And sometimes you just kind of need to do something other than tedious and boring. That's right, I need to remove the name from this function. I don't think I need to, but I just do anyway, because there's no point in having a name on those functions anymore. Okay, amount is 3, cooldown is 4. That's all correct. And this is now value 5. And then this needs to become the new setup thing. This was yeah, because it was a per tick thing. I'm gonna make this like a much faster cast point and everything like that, I think. To have this work out. Wait, what? I might have to look at that later, because I think that's wrong. But it is what it is. Alright, okay. wonder if there's any new places for rent on my lists. There is one new place, but that is out of my price range. Look at it anyway, just to see. It's 3 bedrooms. Because yes, I am still looking at places and stuff. Let's see. Oh, they say no cats, but other outdoor pets would be okay. What the fuck is wrong with you then? Oh, because it's got wooden floors, so they're going to be afraid of it scratching. You fucking twats. That's not how that works, but sure. Always frustrating, that stuff for him. I did find one place that looked really, really good. And I actually, from memory, the agent that does it, I actually know them from school. So I might see if I can hit them up and see how that goes. It's always an interesting time when you actually know some people. Be really funny, because, yeah, no, I used to hang out in his group. This is off for no reason. Why is that off like that? It's so weird. But yeah, no, I think I'm seeing a lot of issues with this code, potentially, and I might have to do some fix. That's a good point. I just remembered. So Truckun, I believe, does actually have some step event related function stuff. So let's go do that. What? Oh, because, yeah, no, I forget. I need to put it here. I wish I figured that stuff out for me sometimes. Okay, weapons, weapon components. We're looking for Truckun. Truckun object. Step. Just be lazy and grab that. We can clean this up later. And then Necronomicon. I believe this had a step event as well. Yeah, it's just this very generic. It's purge function. There we go. I should probably have something like this implemented so I can tell, like remove type, change it from like duration to sprite finish or something like that. So I don't have to write that and it's much easier. Might be worth it to implement that at some point. There we go. That's another weapon done and dusted. So that leaves so many. Y'all wondering why I'm looking at properties off to the side. It's because this shit's boring. I swear I saw this place before. For sale, like... Oh, not for sale, for rent for like 2 years ago. Or a year, no, a year ago. It would have been about a year ago. Where's location? Oh, no. This is a different one. Okay. No, actually it isn't. Yeah, no, it was by the hospital. Huh. Yes. Oh, no, it's because I've looked at it as well since I've been looking. Yeah. One day I'll be able to buy my own place. We all dream for that day, right? Own your own place, you can do what the fuck you like with it. There's one place that caught my eye, right? So this is what I was talking about earlier. And it's because it's got like this really nice garden area out the back, and it's just 3 bedrooms in a nice position. I could really use it. It's just like one of those, it has a garage, but me and the other person that I'm considering, if I move to that area with, doesn't have a car. So neither of us have a car, so the garage is kind of like only storage at that point. Which makes an argument, maybe I should just get a fucking car. Get a license and all that. Don't like the idea of it. I don't know how much people understand that sort of stuff, of just like, just not wanting to drive. Fuck that shit. Cars be spooky. Alright. Let's... Good old, yoink this one. Okay. Do that. Delete the functions. Just to clear out my space. SP body pillow. Get the body pillow name while we're at it. So damage area cooldown knockback. I feel like I should have speed here. I should probably standardize knockback, shouldn't I? Because like knockback's something that I just see it being very probably correct to standardize. Because there's a lot of weapons that will use it, and well, technically every weapon uses knockback. But like being able to edit it, it's the same as speed, right? Like speed's probably used as often as knockback, so standardizing it might be the correct call. Would mean I'd have to do a lot of cleanup and fixing, so, but we'll see. Oh, sorry, yawning. I'm still very, very drowsy at the moment. Which is, yeah, I don't know. Just not been having the best sleep, I guess. this is negative cooldown. Damage and area, yeah. Then knockback and damage. And then damage and area. How much damage was it? There's 2 damage, 1 area. So just go with 2 damage, 0.5, and then it was damage and cooldown. Yeah. There we go. Alright. Remove type, duration, technically, yeah. This is hit type once. Crit is probably on trigger to be best. Stagnant is true. And we need the description. Apologies again. I hate that. I don't like yawning on for stream. Makes me feel quite bad. It's like turning up to work and yawning, right? Like, doesn't look good. Okay, cooldown is 4. And this is 5. And then that is... there. Again, it's just lots of standardization at the moment, which is really, really interesting to me. Just how, like, useful doing these things has been at making this stuff faster and easier and making it look cleaner. Also, holy shit, Kate, you drooled all over the other one. Holy shit, there's so much fucking... Bro, how do you drool on your fucking bro like that? That's kind of weird, man. Feel bad for him. Oh, now he's moving. Yeah, now you sit on top of her and then fucking drool on top of her. I don't know what the fuck with these cats, man. Does body pillow need a step function? I feel like it does. Yes. Okay, come back here. Should we just change this to be like 60 here and 120 here to make it look a little bit more like a cone that it's slapping in instead of like the full fucking... Make it feel a little bit smaller of an area. If image angle is greater than or equal to as well, gotta change that, makes it look better. I'll leave it at that for now. Okay. Only like what, 1, 2, 3, 4 more weapons to go. Not bad. The biggest problem still is that it's not all, like, not this, is that none of the other systems have even close to this. So there's a lot of reworking for a lot of the items and abilities, because they're all in much older formats. A lot of them aren't even using the other skill constructor, the skill constructor normal, not this _1 version. Because that's what we're transferring to. Most of these weapons are using the base one. This is the upgraded one. If we look at here, you can see they're not using either. These are the original bullshittery. When I would just literally call them the variables, what they are, which you could argue is good. But looking in comparison to this, like, I don't even need to see the values. I can modify them all I like from here pretty easily and cleanly. Oh, fucking yawn again. Jesus. It's been like an hour. Come on, man. I did wake up a little bit during the night, though. Oh, you know what I fucking had? There was one thing that pissed me off something fierce. So last night as I was going to sleep, so I've talked about this before, but like I've got very lucid dreaming, right? You know what's worse is that sometimes a thought pops into your head and you can't reverse it while you're doing lucid dreaming, so you just do it all of a sudden. Now what happened was, it's like, you're asleep, maybe you should wake up, and I'm like, no, and I just woke up, like straight up, just full back to normal, and it took me so long to fall asleep again after that. Very frustrating. Like, I think I'd been kind of drifting in for like 20-30 minutes at that point. The fact that my video that I would play, which is normally an hour long, was still playing, upset me so much. I managed to fall asleep again very shortly, like in a bit of a while after, but like it was just, yeah, it's very fucking annoying, that shit. But no, this morning's dream was fun. All over the place. Definitely influenced by the manhwa that I'm reading at the moment. The fucking, oh, what is it? Is it like max level rookie or something like that? It's just, it's a solo leveling clone. A very typical Korean manhwa. I can probably look at it very quickly because it's still probably open on my phone. Solo max level newbie. That's what it's called. If anyone wants a recommendation of that series, just, I mean, if you liked solo leveling, you'll probably like it. If you didn't like solo leveling, I would say avoid it at all costs, because, yeah. I don't know, like, the more I sat there and analyzed what was going on with solo leveling, the more I understand how poorly written it is. But it's, for me, I still enjoyed it, and it's really hard to kind of get past the fact of, yeah, no, I enjoyed it, so is that a bad thing? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of improvement, and it was very clear that the biggest draw of the series was its artistic style and the way its panels flowed. That was the most compelling stuff to me, because whenever I want to explain the series and I want to give it praise, that's the stuff that I immediately talk about. And a good rule of thumb of if you're trying to explain a show or anything like that to someone or whatever you're doing, the first few things that come to your mind are probably the most valuable points of them to you. It's because it's normally the thing that you're like most passionate about. It's because it's the first thing to activate in your memory. So if those things all add up to like not basically explaining what you're looking at, that means that it's not a good sign. Because yeah, again, like it's the combat, the flow of the design of that sort of stuff, the way that it would actually trickle down the page and everything like that to progress the events and stuff like that. All of that, absolutely gorgeous. Loved that. Awesome. But then I kind of thought on it. It's like, okay, so how do I explain it? It's like, oh well, the main character just gets a kind of cool power as well. It's interesting. And then if you try and think for a moment about the other characters that exist in this universe, there's probably a few that come to mind. But did you know how many characters that story introduced and how few of them even mattered? Like, it had very much kind of the same problem like long-standing shonen had, but it had it in a shorter space. Right? Whereas like the character would overcome an adversity or a level of power, and then a new thing would be talked about. So spoilers, not spoilers, for Solo Leveling, you have the Hunters Association, and there's ranks in this. Now there's S rank hunters, which are the best. It's like, okay, so he beats that. He's far better than S rank. Okay, now we need something new. So we have national grade hunters, which are like S ranks, but they're pretty much on a level that even the nation they're from has a hard time controlling them because they're just too powerful. He beats that. Okay, what do we do next? We introduce, and this is where we start getting into the spoilerish stuff, we introduce the fucking monarchs. Okay, they're OP as fuck, they're basically the embodiments of and he beats them. So it kind of begs the question, like, does any of this fucking matter? Now, in a sense, that's kind of what you watch that stuff for, right? Is that sort of experience of this constant climb. The problem then lies with the characters along the way, because the most memorable characters are characters that actually got to have more screen time. The fact that his fucking sister basically doesn't exist in the end. In fact, his mother barely exists in the end, and that was an entire story itself. Like, that was an entire arc of the story, and then just kind of like after that got fixed, she kind of turns up from time to time in the background. His father, fuck, even he barely gets any screen time for the amount of impact he's supposed to have in the later stages. And it's just this constant problem of them always introducing new characters and just them being so meaningless in a sense. And I mean that with like the utmost. I really loved sorry, let me correct. I really enjoyed Solo Leveling. I think it's a very fun story and I enjoy reading it. I do not like the fact that I can just sit there and pick it apart this much and go, yeah, it happened. right? I think that's kind of where I'm standing with this statement. At the end, is it's just like I love it truly, but I also really fucking hate that aspect. So I find it interesting from that, again, to kind of like look at a story and go, why was this a problem? So because like that's the thing, solo leveling is finished. It's done. I can't change solo leveling. But if I was to write a story like that in the future, what would I change? And that's that reflective nature, not berating an author because, oh, I didn't like this. Like, I could berate the author for the fact that, like, the entire arc with his kid in the epilogue was one of the worst things in that story. And that's saying a lot. And that's kind of, like, that's the only thing I could go, like, that was just completely unnecessary. And I'm sure that that's something that's like, yeah, probably. But I would not be willing to say that the story was... Yeah, it's a hard one. Because it's like, if I look at it objectively, the story's kind of bad. And it's got a lot of problems, but it was fun. I enjoyed solo leveling. I just really, rereading it when I did reread it and then like thinking about it afterwards definitely opened a lot of things up to me to like think about. How much like I was like, oh. But there was another one I read not long ago that it was a reread to catch up on it because it finished. And you don't realize how like it's fun in the moment, but objectively it's bad. It's like, it's just kind of what it comes down to. All right, 6 is cooldown reduction and area increase. I feel like I've been ranting for too long on this subject because it makes me like I want to stress how bad I feel just shit talking solo leveling like that. Because it's not constructive really in any capacity to an extent. It's constructive for getting my point across, but not for... Go read solo leveling if you want to have a trashy thing to read. That's all I'll say. We'll leave it at that, eh? But yeah, no, I think the one... Because I talked about this before. I was reading the one... It's getting an anime soon. What is it called again? Like, My Wife Reincarnated as an Elementary Schooler or something like that. I've been reading that a little bit. Oh my god, it's just... It's just boring. And I'm hating how boring it's getting. Like, genuinely, it's actually just upsetting how disinterested, in a sense, I'm getting. Because it's such a cool concept. It reminds me a lot of real life. And how much I loved real life so much. I think real life was a phenomenal concept and it was executed pretty well. And I think it had one of the best ways it could have ended. Like, that shit actually made me emotional. Okay, I need to change these now. So amount is value 3, cooldown is value 4. And then we need to change these to being the other thing. This. Alright. This does have a speed. Why the fuck am I not using its... I hate this. This is something I did a lot, and I hate this so much about myself. Right, speed equals 3. And then fucking, its value 2. There. But yeah, it's an interesting one to think about, like, stories like that. This is, again, where, like, game dev is a blessing and a curse. Because when I play a game, I play it and, like, I think about it a way that you cannot think about it unless you've done game dev. And it can often ruin games for me. Like, one game I was playing a little bit recently, because I bought it on sale, was Nova Drift. It's a game I've been really excited to play for a long time, and I've learned from that game, and I'm not happy about the things I've learned from that game. Because like, there was a lot of little things that game does that is just like, why? One thing I genuinely cannot comprehend is why experience times out in that game. Because the game gives you no way of increasing your pickup range, I believe. Or at least to my understanding. So what the fuck do I gain from doing it? Like what does the player gain from this? Because you're now forcing movement in situations where the player might not actually need to move. And it's almost a compelling choice to try and see if you can make a build where you don't move. So you've ruined that. Oh god, you know one thing I think is the most fucking annoying part of it? So there's a ranking system that like you gain ranks and you get your unlocks. So first of all, I'm upset that evolutions, so basically when you'd combine two sort of things and it would give you an upgraded thing, that is locked behind ranks, which is immediately a bad thing in my eyes. But with the rank specifically, I can see what rank I'm at, but I cannot see what would unlock next unless I'm at the end of a run. I can see everything else. I can see I'm missing these slots, but I'm not told when it unlocks, how close I am to unlocking it, nor what is my next current unlock unless I'm in a run. And it's only that last one. The only thing I can see at any given time from the menu is what rank I'm at. And I do not think that's a good system. Because that leaves me in a situation where, and this is what I talked about before, it becomes a wiki scenario. I have to go find information you should be easily capable of implementing into the game. Well, I say easily. It's something you can implement in a simple enough system or a simple enough way. But now you've made it so I kind of either just don't give a shit and go kind of in blind, which is an element of that. I could understand why maybe that's the choice they wanted to go with. Or I go and get the wiki. And at that point in time, it's like, well, why didn't you just add it? even just showing what I would get next is something that makes way too much sense for the base menu. But what makes even more sense is being able to see like a track where I can see what unlocks when, because that is good. Don't even tell me what gets unlocked. Maybe give me the name in the short description. You don't even have to tell me the stats. Hell, you don't even need to give me that. You just need to show me like an icon with a lock sign over the top of it, and I can understand from there, maybe. Just look at the way battle passes are done. Look at the way all of those are sort of done, and learn from that experience of those things are very obviously like, you can see what you're going to get, so you know how much you want to engage with it. I guess that's maybe also an argument, is like maybe they just want to force more engagement from that. I don't like using that kind of turn of phrase. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I've done some different builds in it, and I think, ironically enough, I think my most successful build was a vampirism, like, suicide run build, where I just had a really good shield, had the shield that saps enemies and gives me more shield, and just ram damage. That was probably the best run I had, and it was boring as fuck in some regards. To be fair, that's the other case, is like a lot of the runs I didn't feel too engaged in. And that's something that I'm wondering, am I approaching something wrong? I feel like it's a game that very much, like, it gets better the more you understand, and the more you learn, and the more you unlock. And I'm just kind of upset that the fusions are locked behind a wall. Because I think that was probably something that I think is the most I think that's a poor way of approaching that stuff, right? I'm not against abilities being unlockable, and technically then the evolution's been unlockable at that. I dislike that some of these evolutions are just straight up locked behind progression. Like, I have all of the abilities, I just don't have the evolution. That's something I don't think was a good call, in my eyes anyway. Because it just means that, like... But I also don't understand the gameplay loop at this point as well, because, like, I've played Endless a good bit, and it's just like, okay, so I'm just constantly going through and wiping the screen out, and then that's it. And because the box is so immobile outside of like certain bosses where it will expand, it just kind of feels a bit weird. I don't know. It's one that I want to play the game a little bit more before I make like finalized thoughts on it, because again, maybe I'm disappointed because I expected something else, and that's not fair on the game then. Like, that's that aspect of, like, I shouldn't blame a game for something it has no control over when it comes to my opinion, right? If I'm going into a game expecting it to be a different game for no real good discernible reason, then that's on me. If they advertise as a different one, then there's an argument there. But I don't believe they've advertised in the way that I'm considering. So yeah, I'll give it a bit more time before I make a bit more of a definitive judgment on my thoughts of it. Let's see. Speed through. Fucking yeah, why do I even have that? I hate myself for that. Also, I want to stress this, like, because kind of just based off that statement, then you might go like, well, what if someone like talks about like this with your game? Like, I hope if someone does talk about this with my game and goes like, oh, it's not what I wanted, I hope they've got the capability of recognizing maybe that's on them, their expectation. Look, I'm fine taking a hit, going like, oh yeah, no, I screwed something up, right? If I genuinely agree with that statement. But there's also a level of, is that me? Is it my issue to resolve, or is it your issue to resolve? Not every game's made for every person. Holocure dev is a great example of someone that, because so the newer game that they did, Break, they openly admitted their game is not for everyone and they don't expect it to be good for everyone. In fact, a lot of the complaints about that game, he's like, yeah, well, that's how that sort of game works. It's not, clearly the game was not meant for you. And it's like, that's fair. Not every game is made for every player. Is the biggest thing to take away, right? And if you're capable of acknowledging that and understanding that, then good you, go you. Okay, this is one that I can't remember how I have this functionality done up, so I'm gonna have to take some time reading through some of my old systems of this. Hope you understand, because this is a double object item, and I forgot how I do double object items when there's clearly scripting for... or there's clearly some functions that need to be done for both items. Like, they're very different pieces. A lovely cat. Your poor fucking head. It's covered in drool. I tried to dry it up as much as I could, but there's still little sticky bits of his head, top of his head. Oh, actually, I was going to check the weather today because I want to see if I can do washing of some kind. Meta service. No warnings. I don't care about warnings. I care about if it's gonna fucking rain or if it's gonna be too cold. Apparently there's a wind warning in Wellington. Okay. Today, it's not looking like good weather. Okay, afternoon looks like it's going to be raining. So no, I'm not going to do washing today. Yeah. So, like, lunchtime onwards, it's going to be potentially raining. I'm good, thanks. Also, what the fuck is this screen that came up here? Doxed myself. Nah, this is why I make sure my computer doesn't actually know where I actually am. I lie. Come here, cat. looked mean. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Ink sprayer. Duration is a new value to add. Damage is 2, area is that, speed doesn't look like it matters. Cooldown is 4. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at some more property stuff. It's bad, I know. I'm just interested in looking. Sue me. When I get something in my mind, I kind of have a hard time not thinking about it. Yeah. Yeah, I might email them later. We'll see. I'll ask my mate about that though. Flick him a message. Okay, yeah, how do I do this functionality? Amount is value 3, is it not? Yeah. Wait, what? Okay, so there's cleanup and then there's the step event. Yeah. Okay. Well, so Sorry, sending messages. Hope it's not too boring. Okay. Do I have... I think I have a thing for cleanup, right? Pretty sure. Oh, hello. That was weird. Lovely cat. Alright. Okay, sorry, getting again distracted by the conversation, but it is an important one. Okay, so I think I just transfer through the same thing. Yeah. No? Okay. You claw on my side, which normally means you want to jump up, and then you just fucking back the fuck away. Okay, cat. I see how it is. Okay, there we go. Oh. Well, now you want up. Jeez. Demanding. Now, I believe it's a raise from that at this point onwards. Funk type. On cleanup. Drop. Cleanup. Oh god, yeah, that's right. I didn't actually have a... I didn't fucking do the goddamn release for a short last night. I have shorts sitting there on YouTube. I just don't have them queued up right now. That's on me. I'll sort that out after stream, and I'll get some editing done today to get some more further along. Oh, fucking, you know, one thing I'm like slightly miffed off at, but I'm also willing to accept. So I'm still rolling for a second Firefly because I do think her E1's like gonna be insane. Because it just basically means that you can permanently use her empowered skill. But like my rolls have just not been going well, but like they've also kind of gone well-ish. Like, give me a sec. I'll pull up my warp tracker. Kind of want to sky it, kind of don't. You'll understand. It's not really skiting. It's not doing amazingly well. Let's see. Yep, seeable. Okay, so like I'm decent pity, but I did get my first one on decent pity, but like I'm just getting upset because the amount of fucking this pisses me off the most. So hello, how's it going? But yeah, no, Fushuan. I tried to get 2, but as you can see, my second one didn't look exactly as pink-haired as the original. Mildly upsetting. But still, my Acheron, Aventurine, and Robin rolls have been pretty fucking good, so... I did try and go for Aventurine's Lycone, but that didn't go well. Just didn't get jack shit. But yeah. Hoping to get that E1. It'd be nice. Then I can possibly roll for Rune May's signature. Rune May's signature does look really, really nice. And then like once that's done, I'm probably not gonna roll again until what's that nullity? The debuff nullity coming up? That one? That one looks really good. Okay, I don't know how much more I need to actually change with this for this to work. I should probably test it though, because there's a good chance this just fucking breaks. You should not be getting damage here because you already multiplied at the instance of dealing damage. Okay. What weapon number is this again? It's weapon 16. Did I do all the values for this? Does not look like I have. Of course not. Why would I? Amount increases, and then this increases by 0.5. Damage increases by 0.5. And then area increases by 0.5. Value 2 is amount. Increases, and then value 3, which is duration. So amount is increased here. This is cooldown. This is duration. I think it was 3 seconds we saw. No, it's just 1. God, 3 seconds would be insane. 2 to 5 duration. Fuck no. 6 is cooldown goes down and area goes up. How much does cooldown go? 1.5? Alright. And final one is value 2, so amount goes up, which that's fine, yeah. Stagnant is true. Sort of. We'll see how it goes. All right. So again, weapon 16. Hello, other cat. Okay. Characters. 16. Okay, this is the one that I'm like kind of worried about a lot because I don't know how this works with the system that we've got, and I might need to do some work for it. Okay, so stagnant's false. Immediately clarifying that, because I think it's stagnant to target, isn't it? Oh, you know, stagnant ignores movement. Sorry, that's what it is. God, I need to redefine some of this stuff. Stagnant, yeah, stagnant is it's non-moved, whereas this does move based on world data. Okay, here we go. Weapon hold was not set before reading. Cool. I thought I did, but clearly I didn't. Ah, that's because it needs to be like this. We'll do it like that for now. All right. Yeah, so it's cause this step event's getting transferred through that it's trying to apply that step event to the thing. What were the function types I had again? On hit, other. I have an idea. I don't think it's a good idea, but I've got an idea. Okay, and then it's... No, it's not here. It's under constructors? Yeah, here we go. Okay, step function, additional functions. Here we go. So it will be additional function 1. So it'll be the second one, but and then this would be the thing. How is it again? It's script execute. Let's see if that works. This is a very bad way of doing this, but nonetheless, it's a way that could work. And it should be manageable in the future as well. I could probably make a variable to make this a bit better, but using damage is adequate for now. Kinda don't want quick start. Okay, so those aren't getting cleaned up correctly. And that is moving. We'll sort the clean out for in a bit. I'm just wanting to see if I can get this kind of box ticked. See if I can get the thing to not move the way it is. Okay. Cats. Both off my lap now. All right. Damage duration is yeah, so we need to look at this specifically. So okay, again error. Yeah, it's always going to be an error. Always going to be an error. Now it's figuring out how to manage this said error. You okay, cat? You sound like you hit your head. Oh god, I sneeze. Because if we go into here, set the speed to 0. Is that what I need to do? Yeah, that's what I need to do. Speed, whoops, speed hold equals 0. That would be what's wrong. bet. Now that I think on it more, that makes way too much sense. Not quick start, please. Oh, all of them have quick start. Alright, then fine. Yep, it's no longer moving, but we need to fix this cleanup. Oh. Hello. That was weird. Okay. So, then I have a thing checking for if there's a cleanup on weapons in general. Okay, so we don't actually have it implemented? Is that what I'm seeing here? Yeah. Okay, so it's additional functions is greater than 0. For var I equals 0. I said equals, not minus. God damn it. Eyes ray length additional functions I plus plus if additional functions the I 0 equals function type dot on cleanup script execute additional functions I 1 that should do what I wanted to. Oh, hello. Massive bit of lag there. I think that was on my computer though. Yep, there we go. See, this is why I'm doing this stuff the long way, because if I do it this long way like this, it means I don't have to fix it later. Automation. Automation is so nice. Alright. Oh. cat. Alright, come here. Okay, with that cleaned up, that should be that weapon functioning fully. Even though it's a little weird how it's doing it. It's fine. Okay, so that leaves 3 more to do. I mean, that's not too bad, right? All things considered. Now, Hanabi makes me want to go work on another thing quickly, but I'm wondering if I should or not. Because it's a system that's going to be ended up pushed into a few other ones. Have to get to work on the video game. So yeah, all good. Catch you later and enjoy the coding. It's always fun. Programming is the funnest thing he says, like looking very, very exhausted and tired and dead. Ha 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 ha. Fun. God. It's reworks like this, man, that I'm just like, I'm so glad I've done it, but like also, god damn it, there's so much I have to rewrite. So much to rewrite. Just no easy answer to it. God, why is everyone I know playing fucking like endless space and shite? Just I cast summon cat. Oh, there's one on my lap. What do you want to see? She's not gonna like me picking her up, but you were comfy, I'm sorry. There, go back to being comfy. Sufficiently summoned, nice. I still do want to get set up like a cat cam, that'd be fun. I just need, again, like I need a heated bed or something like that I'd be comfortable being in regularly. As a place so I can actually have like a place where they're clearly gonna be. Otherwise, setting up the cam constantly would just not work, right? Right. Oh, I'm getting fucking distracted again. Again, this is sort of like this is why this code doesn't get done very fast. Is because while it's probably easy enough to do, and we've shown that like multiple of them have been done in the space of time that we've been working with, I get so fucking bored of this rework, and that's why I just hate it. This is why I want to have a company. It's like I can design this rework and then tell people to fucking do it for me. It's like, okay, here's the rework, here's all the stuff, re-implement the values for it. Here's a standardized format, work with it. Why can't I have people that are willing to just do shit for free, man? No. It's not how that works. I think I'd leave Hanabi for now, because it's going to be going through a fair bit of shifts and changes once I get that other script done. So if anyone's wondering, pathing movement is something I was always intending to use for weapons as well. So I wanted to add the system function stuff for that, and that's what Hanabi is going to go after, as well as like pretty much everything that's supposed to be edge of screen, because it's going to not be edge of screen, it's going to be a mix of pathing and edge of screen. So it's like, is it this far past the edge of screen, or has it met its maximum path? Then it will fizzle and disappear. Because then that way it feels a bit better. Because it means that if you're like running alongside it and it just goes a little bit off screen, it doesn't vanish. It means that like you can kind of see it go off of screen, go a little bit, and then vanish. But I don't want it to go too far off screen, because obviously if it goes too far off screen, then yeah, it's too much, right? Like, you don't want to kill things too far off screen, because then it means that EXP could just be sitting on the edge of your screen and you don't see it. Now you might go, but isn't that why you introduced the EXP condensing system? Sort of. But it's not going to fix the problem of the EXP being just on the edge of the screen that you can't see it, but not far enough away to get a compress action. So there's a little bit of nuance there. You know, for the first stream of the week, I'm feeling just so bloody exhausted. We had that one good like 5-hour stream last week, and then the other two streams were like 2-3 hours. I don't want to really have short ones again this week. I want to have longer ones, but I'm thinking I might call it early today, because I'm just not feeling too awake, and doing a repetitive, boring task like this weapon overhaul is just fucking filtering me out, man. Three more weapons to do. I can probably do them today, but we'll potentially look at doing items and stuff, because that's going to be a much harder rework as well. That's like a lot of shifting things over. We shall see. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it there. Also, yeah, I did say I was going to play Persona this week. I've decided against it because I have an appointment on Thursday. And if I was to get, it's because I don't have the money at the moment, so I can't get Game Pass activated again. That means of the streams that we have, at most 2 out of 4 can be it. I would prefer to just kind of binge it for the week. So what we'll do is I will buy it next week. Like, I'll put the money aside to get it next week, and then we'll do it next week. And it's just going to be programming primarily this week. Like, I might, you know what, let's play a little bit of Nova Drift, and then you can hear my thoughts on it. I'm sure I can get away with playing a little bit of it right now. It does also like tend to give me a mild headache, well, more than normal. So I don't know if that's like something else that is an issue with me or not. Let's see, settings. We're gonna... Oh, that's nice to have. The way some of this menu stuff is laid out as well, I don't like too much. But yeah, so what I was meaning earlier, so this is the unlock stuff here. Actually, let's go to live. And let's turn properties, overdrift. Yeah, here we go. There we go. All right. Sorry, just switching around the elements quickly. Anyway. God sakes. No, it's... So, up here, you see there is 41 out of 64, and this is kind of what I mean, is like, these are the unlocks here. I'm hovering over them, nothing's coming up. I didn't even know for a long time that these were locked. And this is what I mean by like, there's the super mods. These are your evolutions. Look at how I've only recently unlocked a few of these. I've only played with one of them so far, which I think is this one. Yeah, this was the one I did when I was just running into things like a lunatic. So I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this progression. This one feels a bit weird, but it's okay, I guess. Don't know what the fuck I am looking at with these progressions fully. Like, this progression was just strange. But yeah, the fact that like this is locked behind progression, I don't agree with. The fact that none of these are locked behind progression is something that surprised me. The wild mods. Technically, it itself, the mode is locked behind progression. Wild metamorphosis, that one. Which, by the way, that is the only way I've been playing. Like, I've basically been playing with the max settings. And there's an argument there, it's like, oh, well, duh. You're playing with max settings. Of course, it's, like, hard and difficult. It's not that that's the problem. The problem is very much just the way the game plays, I think. I haven't actually tried this one out. I kind of want to... What the fuck? Do I just go amp? Fuck it. Try and make this weird ass laser shit look work. Sentinel's always fun. Are any of these a good body for what I want? Not really, right? Kind of want like assault. Ooh. Oh. Could go with that one. Firefly. Sure, fuck it. It's a bloody mess, and I love it. I do like it. More projectiles. Come near me, I fucking dare you. Okay, double tap. Yeah, sure. Minus thrust, minus rotation speed. Do we want that? Fuck it. Because there's also 2 levels. Adds improved weapon targeting, sounds pretty good. Total weapon damage. Do we get this? What is it? Oh my god, this is so... What has it done? It's created such a weird thing to the... Yeah, I like that. Okay. Adaptive armor is probably wise. This could be good, could be bad. So you know what I'm gonna do? We'll pick it up. Oh fuck. I misjudged that pretty badly. Yeah, I'm dead here. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay. Little surprised. I should probably take the healing, honestly. Antimatter rounds causes projectiles to degenerate or destroy either from impact. You take hull self damage for each projectile you fire. Okay. But see what I mean, right? Like, it's just... I have no info of what this is. It's telling me, and I don't see this shit outside of this menu. Which is just upsetting to me. I just feel like it's completely unnecessary and non-useful to not have that information a bit more available. Alright, ooh, flak's probably, you know what, let's go flak. Let's go with temporal. And then let's re-roll and get carrier. Then, Yeah, elegant construct. Drones. Assault drones or defense drones? I like the idea of defense drones, I'll be honest. And then get that. Yeah, grab the ally. We get this later. We do get this now, though. Go full defensive. Yeah, fuck it. But see, so this experience over there that's floating, I don't know how easy it is to see, but it will just float and then eventually disappear. I don't know how I feel about it, fully. Ah, shit. No, get out, get out, get out. The fuck, I didn't see the laser. Apparently that was good enough to be on my leaderboard. That's kind of depressing. I do appreciate, though, that build we saw there, I can try that again. There is enough rerolls in the game to kind of make that feasible. Also, I've tried to play this with, like, controller. I've tried to play this with the keyboard controls. I don't see how that's pleasant, personally. I might die just to these dudes, because these lasers can hurt. Okay, let's go with salvo. Let's go with orbital. And let's roll for carrier again, because fuck it. yeah, trail damage in this seems really, really scary. Like laser and trail damage. High instance, low damage stuff. It's what I've been finding destroying me the most. Kinda wanna reroll this. Sure. Ally specialist. Do we want ally specialist? I'd prefer probably drone specialist. Realistically. But ally specialist is pretty good. I don't know. I don't think I take that though. I think I take drones here. Take the ally. Ooh, interceptor. That's a... Do I want to go with interceptors? Because you've got wingman, which is just... I don't like wingman. I genuinely don't. I would prefer the guardians, honestly. Just because of that alone. Like, yeah, I could just not take it, but still. I don't want it to think that hard to remember to not take a specific one. Do I want to pick up defense drones there, though? So, see, this is showing locked, so we just don't have access to this evolution. Sure, I'll just go with defense drones again. Set them to the defensive thing. Mine's definitely not. Ultra aware, ricochet. Ricochet doesn't work on allies. I found that out by testing, and I was disappointed as hell. Grace protocol. Fuck it. Point defense. Also, yeah, I have just all my shit automatically going out. I know that's probably not the best way to do stuff, but it's kind of hard to remember all of them. God, I kind of want almost all of these except for that one. Worst part about the singularity, it takes you fucking EXP. Advanced engineering. Sure. See, there's an experience that was just off the screen there and I lost it because I just couldn't see it, and when it goes like too far off screen it just disappears. I saw it at the last moment though. It's like, what was the point? to punish me for not being everywhere at once. Oh, for God's sakes. I think it's that one. That I think I need for the evolution, right? I'm gonna take this. Get a reroll, sure. So now I'm more tanky when I'm not shooting. Whoops. Damn it. I should have just committed. See, it's just, I also don't know if I understand the synergies in this yet. Also, the mobility in this feels really, really floaty, and I don't know if I personally know that that's one thing I don't personally like, so. But yeah, I think that's enough showing this game. Like, I think I can show scores here, which is what we've seen. Yeah, here you go. This is, I think this was with a RAM build that I did, where I just got a lot of like shield destruction stuff. And disabled my weapons, but made it so I could deal damage to myself instead. And it worked out. This was a fleet one. This one was a fleet one. That was a fleet one as well. I think that was me trying to figure out some of the stuff early on. I think that might have been... I don't even know what I was doing with that one. Oh, it was just a hardcore missile run. Yeah. I think it's pure and simply, I just don't understand this game well enough, and I think that's on me. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna call it here because I am starting to get quite hungry and I don't have anything immediately available to make quick, so. Oh, that being the case, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You're awesome, stay awesome, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye.